So let's back up and let's go to our inventory. Because again, it's great to have that sheet and that chart, and here it is, right? And like I said before, one of the benefits, one of the beauties of this inventory is it's on the network. It's live, it's working. I can tell you where it is, what its host name is, serial numbers. They've named their networks according to locations. This is the San Francisco network, Sydney, Australia, London. I know exactly where that device is. If I move it from one spot to the next, it still maintains. Now this is a little bit to digest through, especially if I'm just trying to find you know, a particular switch. Luckily, the power of I don't know who pioneered at Google, we've got a little search engine function. So I want to see my switches. I know personally that all of my switch part numbers begin with MS, so I just typed in MS. And here's a list of my switches. I did get one guy to sneak in here from a video camera because his serial number is MS. But by and large, I'm looking at exactly what I need to see, right? Same goes for, let's look at our access points. I got a few more of those. MR, 32s, 72s, or 42s, I guess we have it here as well. So real simply, I just got a list of all of my devices and my access points. So great, at your fingertips, simple information. We talked about contract status. Let's look at license info. So this page, like I kind of showed this before, we've just got a simple OK status for our licenses. So rest assured today we are OK. Well, when do I need to start paying attention to this? In this case, August 28th, 2021, I've got 1,367 days to put a plan in action for working on those licenses. Now maybe that's just renewing the licenses. Since it is cloud-based, you've got to you know, keep that subscription active. But I've got all the planning information I need here to stay on top of that information. The other thing, and we don't generally do this too much, but here is a 24-port switch, MS22024P. I know that because I work with these often enough. It tells me right here my license limit is 8. I'm only currently using 5. So I don't even need to buy additional licenses if I need a couple more of those switches. I've got a few more baked in. And normally I'm just going to sell you one for one, one switch, one license. But depending on different you know, licensing agreements, maybe we want to build in some extras to be used down. So all that information is here at our fingertips, ready to go. So that tells me what I have. Man, I would love a topology drawing, especially as a network engineer, to try and figure out where traffic's going, how it's connected. Where is all this stuff on my network? I guess I know the what. Now how about the where? So here's my topology map. Straight out of the gate, I'm going to expand all these things. I get to see where all my endpoints are, right? So I can hover over this. SF, SD, WAN, security. Okay, MX, I'll tell you that's a firewall. So I've right up to my internet edge, I've got access. I can see here there's a primary and a spare. That goes down and connects to several devices. In particular, this 420 switch that's acting as our core. We've got a distribution stack, an IDF stack down from there, and then I can see all my phones that are connected here, as well as my cameras. So maybe that's a little more information than I want. So I'm really interested in right now. I'm not really interested in my cameras, but I do want to see my access points. That's just a couple of clicks of the button. A little bit cleaner, a little bit easier to read now, and it's got the information that I want. So simplifying how we work with this information, how we process through it. Can we trust the information? I could build a drawing in Visio, and if you've worked with us for any amount of time, you probably got one that quite possibly actually Steve or I put together ourselves. And you know, in my opinion, they're works of art. But after time, right, we've got to update them. This one stays updated, is live, and we've got all the information we need. So let's look at maybe some more in-depth troubleshooting. So being the route switch guy that I am, I'm going to kind of focus in on that. But let's talk about the switches that I have. So somebody calls in, they've got slowness of some kind. I say, okay, well, let's look at that. Now I could go straight from that first page that we looked at that shows the clients and look particularly at somebody's computer. It's going to take me to a page and show me exactly what the last port we saw. And so I can drill right into that. Here I just get a big picture look of what I've worked with. So I want to look at our, let's do an IDF switch. Right away I get a picture of the switch. It's depicted, what ports are live, which ones are active, which ones have PoE. We got a little lightning bolt symbol here to show you that they're being powered. So great, just little visual cues that I can get a sense in my mind of what I'm dealing with. And so we go in here, okay, client usage, it looks like it's been clicking along. I've got a connectivity bar that tells me, well, okay, maybe you had trouble 10 minutes ago. Well, I saw you disconnected. Did the cable come out of the wall? You know, what happened that you'd no longer be able to connect to that port? So again, they're just trying to put it at your fingertips. We've got additional tools in here as well. One of my favorites is blink LEDs. So especially as somebody who works remote quite often, I might have somebody in the closet that's trying to help me out with some information in there. And they say, which switch are you talking about again? Well, I can go right in here and blink LEDs. And this switch in this closet right now, I guarantee you, all the lights on it are flashing. And we can figure out exactly you know, which switch it is. So there's other things in here, cable test, cycle of port, that kind of thing. That reboot device if we just feel like, okay, we just need to reset this thing, and I think it'll come back. Again, all at your fingertips. I'm in one portal. I can jump from one switch. IDF 1.1, this Wi-Fi switch. I can hop around here, back. They really have done a great job at trying to put all this information at your fingertips, a simple hop around, and really work with the environment.